This manufacturer is better known for producing tiny city cars than small sports cars. Inside the tiny exterior is a mid-mounted 698cc turbocharged engine, pumping out 80 brake horsepower, enough to crack 0 to 60 in under 12 seconds, and go on to a top speed of 112 miles an hour. But what will Stephen think of Smart's Roadster? Well, Steve, we thought we'd come up with something very, very different in the form of the Smart Roadster. And this is very different.
It's very different.
It's very cosy in here for the two of us.
It certainly is.
There's not a lot of room, is there?
I think initially when you sort of look at the car, you think, where's the radio control? You know,
Yeah,
it does seem
did that
to
thing
be...
come in the packet of cereals this
Yeah,
morning?
it's very strange. I was quite surprised to sort of sit down and start driving and you realise there's actually an engine under there.
There is an engine somewhere.
An engine that picks up a bit, really.
I mean, in the sort of horsepower stakes, this thing's got practically nothing. You know, lawnmowers have more than this, but it's such a light car. It's you know, just a lightweight, isn't it?
Nippy with a bit of oomph.
Yeah. Inside, it's well equipped. You've got everything you could possibly want, including heated seats and electric windows, and
Yes.
of course the open top as well.
Open top as well.
This is electric. These two side panels come out as well.
Right. So we've got scope for a convertible.
Yeah. So, I mean, do you think this is worth the money? I mean, these are about sort of £11,000 brand new. So, for £10,000, you're going to get practically a brand new one, almost.
Yeah, I think it depends on exactly. I mean, because yes, it's something, you know, looking for at the weekend, but at the same time, you want to be reasonably practical.
Could you see yourself in one of these?
I could if I had £10,000 just spare.
As a second car?
As something just
to use at the weekend?
Just to use primarily for, and because I can imagine it'd be a hell of a lot of fun driving it.
Another car that started life under the bright lights of a motor show stand before making its way onto the streets. Unveiled as a concept at the 1999 Frankfurt Motor Show, the Smart Roadster finally made it over to the UK in right-hand drive form this year. The Roadster is available with two engines, a 61 brake horsepower 698cc petrol and a more powerful 81 brake horsepower version. There's also a hardtop Roadster Coupe for those who need more than 86 litres of boot space. If you're after a small, fun car, then you must take a look at one of these. At 3.5 metres long, it's a metre longer than the Smart City Coupe, but still minute by hatchback standards. On paper, acceleration isn't anything special, 0 to 60 in around 11 seconds. But it's fun even to drive at slow speeds, and it's economical too. It'll get you 55 miles to the gallon. And because there aren't that many about, it's a bit of a head turner. It just looks so different. So, what should you pay for a Smart Roadster? The car has only been out for a short while, and so second-hand examples are quite scarce. The cheapest cars are coming in at under £9,000, although they will be early left-hand drive imports. Now this rises to over £12,000 for a nearly new car. But let's find out what Stephen thinks of the Roadster. Well, Steve, that's the Smart Roadster, the second car for you. I mean, it looks a bit weird, doesn't it? A bit quirky, but on the road, it's quite good.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very strange. I mean, like you say, the gear shift and things like that. But once you get used to it, I think it'll be a great amount of fun in driving that.
What about this as an everyday car, though? Is this a realistic practicality?
Completely impractical.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a weekend car,
as a weekend car,
if you
it's
could
great.
afford to have it as a second car, it would be ideal, wouldn't it?
If you've got the money and you can just go out and say, right, I'll have that as a second car just for the weekend. You know, you pop your bits, pop stuff in the boot, off you go for the day.
What about those Formula One?
It's fantastic. I've always wanted to do that.
It's good, isn't it?